So it's a nice rainy day here, and this is something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I've got the machine here and I've been so busy with it, but now that it's kind of getting nice and wet outside, as you can tell, it's nice and goopy out there. I pulled it under the shelter here, and I've been wanting to repaint the back end, and it's been repainted several times, and I'm gonna come in here and take a wire wheel and actually take all this paint off. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do my panel doors yet or not, but I may go ahead and grind all these down too. Back to the original paint, I'm gonna order a new decal set since they've painted over the one here on the back. But pretty much grind it all off. I'm definitely gonna do this door because it's I gotta get that sticker off and just get all this back down to bare metal. I'm gonna kind of come in here and fill in some of these dents. I don't know how they've done all this, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about these yet. These are some pretty good sized dents. Most of those are from rocks getting on the tracks and them driving forwards, and well, the ones on the other side are. These are just from plain swinging into shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I got some good wire wheels here for the grinder. I think I can definitely fill these in. Just kind of straighten this out, and that one right there, that's definitely from a rock going up under the track there, pushing that in. So I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about that, but I can come in here and kind of straighten those up, stuff like that. So I'm gonna see what I can do. Like I said, I got a grinder and some wheels over here. They had this funny little disc right here. I said that should work pretty good, but I got that one for a drill. That one goes on a drill. They say this is a pretty good paint remover one, so I'll see what the hell that does. That was about 10 bucks. I got this, that's the really one. I wanted one, a 4-inch one. I got a 4.5 inch, yeah. But all they had was a 6, so I don't know if that'll fit on there or not. I'm gonna have to take the handle off. But I'll try it and see what happens. Worst case, it don't work. I'm not out a tremendous amount. That's just another grinding wheel. Alright, well, I'm going to get some of those wheels put on here and see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to do a little review here on the grinding wheels. We got the wire wheel. We got this. I'm going to do it in order that I've used it on here too. So we got the wire wheel. We got this. This was about a $10 sanding. I don't know what the hell it is, but it works amazing. It's got it's like a 40 grit sandpaper, and then we got this thingamajiggy here. I have no idea what it is, but it's a paint and rust remover. That actually works really good. So we'll start with this and work down. So I did this with the wire wheel. That did it real quick. It took the paint right off, but as far as getting down to the metal, no, not really. That fancy little sanding disc thing right here, that really took the paint and got down to the metal real quick. But as you can tell, it's leaving some scratches in it. But over here with that other one that's on the grinder right now, that works. It's a little slower, but it doesn't leave any grinding marks. So I may take that one right there. When you run over it again with this other one, it kind of grinds it down. So I may just use that sanding one for like maybe getting the decals and stuff off like that. So for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and work with that the one that's on there and go ahead and get this ground down. Then I think I'll come over here with that fine wire wheel and go over it and shine up everything, because that'll get down in these cracks and stuff. And I get it sanded down real good. I'm gonna take and put a real thin layer skim coat of Bondo over here and sand it down and get it all nice and smooth, and get her painted up. So now I'm about an hour into grinding. I really haven't taken any videos because it's very slow going. Plus it's pretty loud in there with the generator and the grinder going. So I'm a little over halfway. I'm about halfway. I haven't quite got all the top done up there, but it's really getting it down, like I say, all the way back to the original metal. I'll take and clean that up real good and fill any of those scratches in and go ahead and get it primed up. So that's an hour into it. Still a lot more to go. So I managed to make a little more progress here. I got probably 3/4 of it ground off, maybe a little bit more, and I managed to burn up the grinder. So that being said, I got all this nice and shiny and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and smear a little coat of Bondo over all the scratches. That way this nice fresh metal won't rust. I went ahead and I've wiped it down real good, and with lacquer thinner. That way it cleaned it up real good and kind of roughed it up. It said it roughed it up with 80 grit sandpaper, so that's what that wheel was, 80 grit. So it grinded. It's got a good little edge to it there, so it should bond. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up and go ahead and start putting some on. Started tinkering with this door here. I think I'm gonna, it's got that big crease in it there, I'm gonna kind of fill that in too, make all that look better. So go ahead and order my new decal kit tonight. So here's another little update on the excavators. You can tell I've had all the paint ground off, and I went ahead and put some Bondo on some of the apparent dents that I could find while under the shelter. It had been all rainy and cloudy. It's kind of hard to see them all, but I went ahead and did that and sanded them down a little bit and just shot a little coat of primer over it. And that's when you can really tell the ones you've missed, like right there and stuff you just couldn't see under the shelter. So I'm gonna come in here and sand a couple of these down. You can see there's one right there, and put another little skim coat over all that. I want to just go ahead and get it primed so that all that bare metal wouldn't sit there and wouldn't start rusting. So I was actually able to beat a lot of these dents out. Man, I beat on them. And let's put a little skim coat of Bondo over top of that just to kind of blend it together and make it look a little bit better. It's still got a little bit of a dent, but it looks a lot better than it did. So what I'm going to do is, like I say, mix up a little bit and just kind of come around here and fix these few little spots, and then sand this back down and just get it all nice and smooth. And I'll go ahead and prime it again, get a couple coats of primer on it, and then it'll be about ready to tape off and paint this. I did order all my new decals, so I'll probably just clean these up and just put it over top of these, as those really do yank all the paint off, and it's a whole lot of work taking all the paint off. So I'll probably just put it over, new decals over top of that, and clean everything. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint the whole body yet or not, but as you can tell, I'm at least going to be painting the back end.